Hi, Tristan back with another video, and in my review that I did of the AudioQuest Nighthawk headphones, which I'll post right up here, somebody left a comment saying, how do these headphones compare with the new Focal Elears, which I have here on the left. So I thought I would do a video comparing the two headphones for you. First of all, price. The Focal Elears are about $1,000, where the AudioQuest Nighthawks are $600, so they definitely cost less. Sometimes you can find them a little bit less. Sometimes they're discounted or whatever at various retailers. In terms of the build quality, I would rate them as about equal, just in my opinion. In terms of the way they look, I would also rate them as about equal. I think they both look really, really cool. In terms of where they're made, the Focal Elears are made in France, and the AudioQuest Nighthawks are made in China, but designed in California by AudioQuest, which is based in Southern California. In terms of overall comfort, I would pretty much give it to the AudioQuest Nighthawks. The AudioQuest Nighthawks feel a lot lighter when you're wearing them, and they just feel more comfortable to wear, although the Focal Elears are certainly by no means uncomfortable. They're certainly very comfortable to wear as well, but I'd give it to the Nighthawks in terms of comfort. In terms of sound quality, that's where it really comes down to, right, is how they sound. They're both equally as resolving to me, although their sound signatures are quite different. If I would have to describe each headphone, I would describe the Focal Elears as liquid crystal, in that they have liquid crystal clear highs. When you're listening to the Focal Elears, the sound out of them is just liquidy crystal clear. The vocals and the highs and mids are just super clear when you're listening to them, very articulate, with, pretty good treble extension, but not too overly harsh. And the bass, of course, is also quite good on it as well. That's the other thing I want to mention on the two. I would consider the bass on these two headphones to be about equal in terms of the sub-bass slam. So that's one thing to consider. Liquid crystal is the sort of term that I would give the Focal Elears if I were to compare them to the AudioQuest Nighthawks. In describing the AudioQuest Nighthawks, I would describe them as having a very smooth tonality. They're equally as resolving, but the treble and the highs are not as in your face. They're more laid back. All the information is still there, and the way that the Nighthawks present the music is really quite appealing, but it has more of a laid back tube type sound signature. And for somebody like me who has treble sensitivity, I can listen to the AudioQuest Nighthawks for hours, and when I take them off, my ears aren't hurting or ringing or anything like that. Some of you have probably experienced when you listen to headphones for an hour or two and then take them off, you kind of feel a little minor tinnitus or ringing in your ears. And that's usually from the treble extension that the headphones have. Most headphones have artificially high treble extension, which gives you the sort of false impression of increased resolution or high resolution, but that's not really the case. So the AudioQuest Nighthawks are very unique in that respect, because they present everything in a very natural way with little to no distortion. They've really optimized the headphones to output hardly any distortion at all. And at the same time, it's quite resolving. Like, you can still hear all the highs and all the details. It's just that they're not throwing them at you in your face, so to speak. They're not overly shouting them. So definitely more of a smooth, laid-back sound signature on the Nighthawks versus the Elears. Although the Elears themselves aren't totally sparkly compared to many other headphones, even the Elears have relatively laid-back highs compared to some other headphones. But when comparing the two, the Elears certainly are more fatiguing to me and have more of a treble spike or treble sparkle than the AudioQuest Nighthawks. The AudioQuest Nighthawks also have more of a mid-rangey, bassy sort of overall tone to them, and a little bit more involving to me, and in some ways more fun to listen to, whereas the Elears do give a bit more listening fatigue, especially for long listening sessions. The Elears definitely have more, I think, of a V or U-shaped frequency response or sound signature, whereas these have more of a flat sound signature and more of a sort of analog sound on the Nighthawks versus the Elears. One of the other major differences between these two headphones is the driver material. The Focal Elear uses an aluminum magnesium driver, and the AudioQuest Nighthawk uses a biocellulose driver. So I think the AudioQuest Nighthawk provides a smoother sound signature and a more sort of dampened sound signature due to the biocellulose driver, which I really like, whereas the Focal Elears provide a brighter sound signature and, for lack of a better word, more of a metallic sound signature, which some people may also prefer. In terms of the similarities between these two headphones, I think the major takeaway is that both of them perform higher than what their price point is. I think both of them provide a sound which actually sounds richer and more expensive than what they actually cost. So that's the thing that both of these headphones share with each other in terms of when you're comparing the two of them. They're both quite fun to listen to, but it just depends on the sound signature that you're after. If you like a real laid-back tubey kind of sound and have some trouble sensitivity, I would recommend the AudioQuest Nighthawks. I think they are really a unique headphone and really provide an awesome sound, especially after they're broken in. So make sure that you break them in for at least 200 hours before you even listen to them, crucially, because they really do change their sound signature and really open up quite a bit after the first 200 hours. The Focal Elears require some amount of break-in, but not nearly as much. They have a little bit more sort of liquid crystal purity in the highs, although both of these headphones resolve equally as well to me in terms of me being able to hear all the details and all the instrumentation across the sound spectrum. Now, in my opinion, where these two headphones are very similar is that they both punch above what they actually cost in terms of their price point. So they're both really great headphones. It just depends on what kind of sound signature you're looking for and what you're after in terms of your headphones. I hope this video was helpful, and as always, for community discussion, please see the comments field, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.